No, 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 no. Listen, you look scary, man. Howdy, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to the Minecraft 2025 Let's Play Adventure, where once again, I find myself at the top of the world, hanging out near the massive creeper egg, and collecting more gunpowder. Although, actually, I'm just trying to build up my levels again, because it's always good to have a high level. What could go wrong with a high level? Also, being up here allows us the opportunity for more of these guys to spawn, which is also great. Oh, look at this! How fantastic is this? We probably do have enough iron now, if we wanted to completely replace the entire pyramid. I mean, we definitely do, just looking at it. But that's not all I have to show you today, and that's not all we're doing today, because today, we are going back to the Nether. At the end of the last episode, it was heavily implied that I would be going back to the Nether immediately, between episodes, and that we would resume there. But I realized there were some other things I wanted to do before we headed back. There's some other kit I wanted to get, some other gear I wanted to get. So instead of going to the Nether, I did this down here instead, right? I knew we needed... You'll notice I'm level 58 now. How did that happen? Well, it's not all from killing creepers. Trust me. Because I realized that also we really needed to get some more rotten flesh, because that's the currency of the world at the moment. I guess emeralds are the currency of the world. But our number one trade here... on Gilliam Island, all right, coming out of Fortress of AppleSkin is rotten flesh. This took maybe 2 or 3 hours. Man, I gotta tell you, I was grinding my way through some shows. Can I confess something to you folks? Can y'all keep it a secret? I don't know why. I'm still a little bit embarrassed by this, but I've been watching anime lately. Hey, look at all that rotten flesh. People used to ask me back in the day if I'd ever seen anime, and I was like, no, I don't watch anime, except for this one time. I did watch a show about... Oh, yeah, so that's it. This is just room is finished and looks good. I watched a show about a kid who got his hand eaten off by some sort of alien parasite, and I watched maybe the first 4 episodes of that and was like, this is... I don't want to read my TV shows. But then I'll tell you what did it. I'm pretty sure it was Attack on Titan, man. Well, no, I think it was The Promised Neverland. Was the first anime I sat down and was like, wait a minute, there's something to this stuff. Maybe these Japanese animators know what they're doing. They can tell a good story. People don't like Season 2. I thought Season 2 was alright. Okay, and then from there... Oh, man, we just went hard from there, let me tell you. Attack on Titan. Absolutely incredible. Brilliant show. Spy X family or Spy Cross family, whichever direction it's supposed to go in, I adore that show so much. That's such a fun little show. And then... I mean, I'd have to go through my list, because I've watched so many now. There's a great one that I watched that, I can't really recommend it because of how it ends. Like, it doesn't is the problem. Yeah, I needed a lot of scaffolding down there. That's why I had that all in my inventory. Most of this came from, like, duping it and then the Ender Portal, but that's been in content. You've seen that by now. A lot of... okay, so it's called Full Metal Panic, which... I can't remember how I landed on it. I think I watched something else and was like, shows like this. I think I was trying to find funny anime. I can't remember why, but it was recommended the 2nd season of that show, because the 2nd season is almost like a spin-off. It continues the story, and it has ramifications that carry over into the next, like, proper seasons. But the 2nd season of that show is just one of the funniest things that I've ever seen in my life. Such a good show. And then from there, I've watched so much. I couldn't even name all the different shows that I've watched. I've been watching so much, though. And, I can't even remember the name of the one that I'm watching right now. But I watched, like, 7 episodes of it last night. I basically finished the first season of this new one that I started. I've been getting very much into the sort of comedy animes. There's a lot of just genuinely really funny, but also cleverly written stuff. I'll tell you what, American animation is beautiful, but they're really lacking on the stories these days. You know, they're sleeping on, my gosh, it's just the most tired, aged tropes and cultural references and agendas. And meanwhile, you go watch a Japanese show and it's like, haha, it's funny because he got hit in the head. I'm like, yeah, that is funny. That is funny. Timeless humor, my friends. It's not tired like a lot of American shows. It's timeless. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian is another really good one that I can strongly recommend. Very, very cute, very fun. Licorice Recoil. I finished that one a while back. Again, cute, fun, Action-packed, well-animated, great. My teen romantic comedy snafu is the one I was watching last night. It's interesting. Most of the humor comes from the fact that the main character is sort of this whiny guy who's like, people say that if you change, the world changes with you, but it's not true. But I'll show the world what it takes to change. And then he'll just, like, show up late to a meeting, and he's, like, sticking it to... Oh, I gotta tell you. Anyway, none of that's relevant to what we're doing today. What we're doing today is getting ready to go back to the Nether, but we're gonna have sort of all of the best gear and equipment that we need to do that and do it right. So what kind of things do we need? Well, first off, I always come back with a full inventory from the Nether, and so I figured we probably need to have a couple of chests that we can use as loot chests, more or less, right? And these are going to be chests that are exclusively for hauling back all of the great drops that these guys are likely to leave behind. Hopefully. You know, what we'd like to get are a couple of... Well, actually, what we need to get is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 Wither Skulls, and we're not coming back till we have them. So we'll get a couple more Shulker boxes. And what color says loot? Yellow kind of says loot. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean to do that. That was a horrific mistake on my part. That happens quite frequently, regrettably. But let's see. We want to do yellow for the Shulker box here. That's going to be the loot chest. And then we also need a junk chest. And what color says junk? Let's check out our dyes. What color immediately stands out as junk? Brown. Or, I mean, brown could also be utility. Let's see. It can't be a bright and fun color. Gray? Gray has a sort of a junky feel to it. I think gray might be a good bet. And we can use the closed eye blossom for that. But also, we don't have a lot of those, and I don't want to go back and get more. It looked like we can combine even, black and white in order to achieve this. So I think we'll do that. For that, we need to come over here and grab regular old ink sac, which we have never converted to black dye before. Why does the black dye look like that? Why does it look like an eyebrow? I don't understand. Who made that decision? Whose decision was this? Who makes these designs? Somebody needs to answer for these sins. Create white dye, create gray dye, create gray shulker. Looky there. So that's going to be the junk one. And obviously we've got to name them. We cannot... Oh, son of a gun. You see what I've done. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. You saw that the game offered to do it. All right? And I bet you if we let it, it'll do it again. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. You sneaky boy. See, we got to pay more attention to the game. The game is running wild out there. We can't let it make its own decisions. It's not capable. So, I can't remember now. Did we call these one boxes? Did we add boxes? Tools and equipment, supply box. So this is going to be our loot box. I guess we actually have to put the thing in there first. And we will title it thusly. Loot box. Excellent. And I don't know. Now that I'm looking at the gray one, I'm almost wondering if we should have done brown. It's a poop box, right? It's stuff we want to bring home. It's different building blocks and things like that. But things that we don't necessarily strictly need. Well, we just kind of want them and we want to bring them back. I feel like we can't make a gray shulker box and have it be the junk box. It's got to be brown. I've put that idea out there now. It's in my head. But we'll need cocoa beans. Wait a minute. Do we even have any of those? We do. Thank goodness. Well, we're actually not going to get rid of this other shulker box. I'll just leave it in here. We'll build another one. We have the materials necessary to build one more. And then we'll have to go... I found what I think is going to be a decently reliable design to farm them. It's just going to be time intensive because it requires that we be there and basically do nothing other than stand there and let the shulker shoot at us, which, to be quite honest, it just sounds very boring, but that is what it is. Okay, there we go. We're not actually going to call it the poop blocks. We're not 12 years old. Okay, we're going to call it the, I almost wanted to call it the junk drawer, because that's the thing that I think most people have. It's the drawer where you think, okay, what am I going to do? I'll put the stapler in there. I'll put this pair of pliers in there. I'll put this, like this roll of tape in there. Oh, I need this piece of paper. I can't throw it away. I don't have anywhere. I'll stick it in. It's the junk drawer. Basically what this is. We're going to call it the junk chest. Or the... What the heck was that? Oh, that was the skeletal horse upstairs. Junk box sounds like jukebox, which could be kind of fun. That could be kind of entertaining. I'm gonna say, what about junk crate? All one word. That looks like a back alley drug that the youths would be making in the bathroom at the school. I'm thinking of Jankum. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I almost feel compelled to go junk crate. We could just go box. There's nothing wrong with the word box. Box is a good, solid word. Junk box. Hey, come on. I don't know. I mean, we could just rename it later. It's not junk, though, is it? Ooh! Okay, I just looked up, like similar words to junk, basically. And clutter was recommended. Odds and ends is good, too. Bits and pieces. But the clutter crate, that's what it is. That's what we're going with. And then the final thing that we want is we want to get a piece of leather, and we want to get ourselves a singular piece of string and combine those together to create a gray bundle. And you might remember before, inside of here, we were putting discarded used water buckets and discarded used bottles inside of this chest. Or inside of this bundle, along with other things that we might need while we're out there. We might need a lectern, we might need a stonecutter, I don't know. Well, now those are going to go in here, so when we use a bottle, it goes in the gray bundle. And in fact, we could probably even name the bundle if we wanted to. The bottle bundle? The used bottle bundle? You might say that that's silly, because, like, a bottle could just take up a single space, same as it would inside of there, but it's also for buckets and other things like that, other like-manner objects, alright? I don't need your sass. We're not going to name it right now, though. We're going to put it away. And then the final thing that we need to do is we need to build another ender chest. So we can actually just have one in the nether, and it'll have all of our sort of basic supplies in it. So for that, the final bit that we need, and we need to be mindful of how much obsidian we have. We never know when we're going to need a whole lot more and just not have it, and that would be disappointing. Where do I put my ender eyes? Are they just over here in basic general drops? And then surround that with... Don't tell me, I'll remember. You don't surround it, you combine it with blaze powder. Look at me go. Aren't I a genius, everyone, for remembering a recipe that's been in the game for over a decade now. Look at me go. Pats on the back all around. All right. Got that ready to go. And then I think the final thing that we need, the last thing that we need to bring this all together is going to be... do we have a crafting table in the nether yet? We might need a crafting table. We'll just go ahead and make one of those real quick. There we are. And then I made a bunch of fire resistance potions. Very helpful for what we're doing. We don't want to accidentally drink one right now. But let's grab all of them. And then instead of carrying them with us or taking up place in any of our... shulkers, we'll just throw them all inside of here, and they'll be ready for me when we get to the end, because hopefully this thing works through dimensions. And you know what else we should probably have in here now that I think about it? You know what would be really useful inside of here? In case something happens to our nether portal and we can't get back in, we ought to go ahead and have another flint and steel. I think we have one inside of one of our shulker crates down there, in one of the shulker boxes, but it might just be a good idea to have one. A regular old flint and steel. I mean, maybe it should be enchanted. You never know what could happen. Things could go downhill in a hurry. We don't know. Do we have a mending? I'm pretty sure we've got to have a mending. And like an efficiency and all of that just sitting around here. Are you going to tell me we don't? How do we not? This is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. That's okay. It doesn't need to be all fancied up. It can just be a basic one. There we go. Just in case things go south. And then as far as I'm concerned, we're ready to go after we get food. And obviously, we need food, because we're getting quite hungry. I queued up a bunch of food to cook, and it doesn't look like all of it cooked, but we do have a fresh round of steaks and some cooked mutton, which is pretty much all you need in the world. That's going to keep us well fed. Once we get there, we'll worry about... Well, no, you know what? We will go ahead and put on the Hellfire Helm. And we'll deal with having everything else that we need once we get there. All of our tools and everything that we'll need are inside of tools and equipment. Got our supply box. I think I'm ready to go. What we're going to be doing is basically just fighting an awful lot of... Oh my gosh, I just had a thought of needing to craft something, but I don't know what. What just came to mind? I actually don't know. I have no idea. It's something like in my mind, I just saw the crafting table and I was like, that. I need that. But there's nothing in it. We brought a crafting table with us, so I don't know. Hopefully we're fine. It is just a lot faster to fly over here now, though. And the rest, like, getting back is tricky because I can never remember exactly where to go. But getting there is just a matter of getting up onto this ledge here. 2 rockets, heck, we could probably do it with 1 rocket. Apparently, there's some way that you can fly such that you only need the 1 rocket to get up. And I think if you tilt down 40 degrees and then up 40 degrees, you'll always gain height somehow. It's some weird quirk in the way that Minecraft works. I meant to get doors. I was going to get doors. Gosh darn it. I completely forgot. All right, well, let's tidy all of this up here. Let's carve all of this out. And then we're going to put down all of our shulker boxes here. See no reason to carry them around with me. As well as our new crafting table. And then right into the wall here. Oh. Never mind. Never mind then. Right here, we will put the ender chest. Yes, indeed. It works through dimensions. So we've got the fire resistance potion we need. The reason I was going to get some regular copper doors is because they can't be burnt and they won't be broken because zombie pigmen don't spawn over here anymore. We've made sure of it, so they'll never be down here. They'll never be a problem. And really, that just leaves these guys that we have to deal with. And we might also relocate all of this to a different area because it's kind of far away from where we're going to be doing our work. But it is also an established safe zone. So there's no reason not to leave it here for now. We're going to need a lot of this brick. We're going to need a lot of brick. We should have brought a... You know what? We have endless access, or access to endless lava and netherrack. We should have brought a furnace. Goodness me, I couldn't get that out for some reason. Do we have a furnace by chance? Oh. All of these ended up getting put up against the wall. That's fun. We do have a furnace. Okay. And we have a water bucket, but we can just dump out the water. That's not a big deal. So we can start melting these down into bricks if we want to, just using lava for fuel. We'll have to go get some lava and collect some more of those, I guess, because I've been very intentionally avoiding picking them up because I don't, like, need them. All right, well, there's no reason to delay. There's no reason to put off the inevitable. Let's just hop to it. So let's leave this bottle behind. Make sure we bring some of these with us. Like I say, we might need to either... I mean, what would make the most sense in the world is if we don't just relocate closer to where we're going to be doing all of this, just get some doors up so guys can't come in here. Secure this hallway a little bit better. And then we'll have this passageway through here. We'll put down some actual stairs. Because right now what's happening is these guys are spawning all around here. And then they're just, like, drifting in through that wall, that massive hole. Actually, you know what? If we sealed this off down here, this would make a great little lookout. We could bring some glass, you know? We could do some fun stuff here. We need to create a better base location than the one that we currently got, is what I'm saying, because it's such a pain to have to walk back and forth. But this is what we're here for, what we're about to do right here. And you know what? I completely forgot to change out of my armor and get my shield, so we're going to go right back. And it's not that long of a walk, but any walk back feels like a long walk. You see what I mean? Like, that's so short. That's not even 10 seconds. We're in here hitting this guy. He's hitting us. It's a bit of a back and forth. We love to see it. Let's get back out the proper hat. Wait a minute. I mean, no. I mean, no, we're not really going to be running into piglins. But we'll leave that behind anyway. We'll keep the gold helmet on. It doesn't make a profound enough difference for me to care. And pretty sure this is all we got. I just used the Deadman's Bane for everything. Most of what we fight here is, like, dead men. You know, it's skeletons, it's wither skeletons, it's zombie pigmen. Yes, there are blazes. They are easier to kill with the bow and arrow. Probably should bring the bow and arrow. We're not going to. We've now potentially missed our opportunity to get those guys that were standing right there. They're gone now, you can see. So foolishly we left, and then when we came back, they're no longer here. So that was a mistake on my part. There is a small zombie child. Oh, look, this guy's here. Yeah, I didn't expect that to go over well. So what do we need to do? First off, we need to take this thing down. And we also need to go get some more blackstone, because we need more in order to kind of finish our work around here of making sure that things can't spawn anywhere where it's inconvenient for them to spawn. You might have thought we would just come back here and cap this thing off. No, we're taking it down. We're going to be using these building materials as part of a large spawn platform. I'm not doing any of the sort of guides that I saw for automating this because I don't want to waste my time here. we already know that if we want to get kind of the best rates, the best thing that we can do is go to a completely different biome where nothing else spawns except for the skeletons, which is going to be the sandy biome. I keep forgetting what it's like, the soul sand field, soul sand field forever biome, whatever it's called. That's where we eventually need to go, and we will. You mark my words. We'll get around to that at some point in the future, some undetermined point in the future. But for now, we're not going to waste time trying to build a dedicated trap that's not going to work well just because of where we are in the world. We're going to work with what we've got, and what we've got is this intersection here, where we want to kind of try to build up a big square area where things can spawn. We do need to cap all of this off first, though, so great success. I know of some places we can go. First off, we do have all of this black stone here that remains untapped. I did get quite a bit from the end of this hallway a while back. You can kind of see down there that it's been dug out a little bit. Now, as far as I can tell, the wither skeletons will not spawn out here. They will only spawn on the actual fortress blocks themselves. So I don't know if that's somehow tied to nether brick itself. I don't know if they'll spawn just within a certain radius of the fortress, but I've never, ever since I put these slabs down, nothing has spawned at the end of this hallway, so I don't really worry too much about that. But I am kind of worried about things spawning up here before we get some more slabs put down. But I am going to go ahead and clear it out anyway, which will allow for that exact thing to happen, and that's fine, because I just need to get to more blackstone back here. Anything down there that I'm going to fall off into? There is another place I know that we can go where we can get a lot more that's inside of the fortress, where a lot of the blackstone that is in the fortress actually came from within the fortress, where there was a pretty legendary little supply that we found inside of there, which is great. That guy doesn't count. That guy, that's a big slime. We're going to go ahead and collect all of this, because we need it anyway for the platform up here. So I'm going to go ahead and collect all of this, instead of leaving it here with the potential for things to spawn on it. And we'll just cap it over with some other type of stone. In fact, we've got so much of it, we might go ahead and just use the basalt, because what else are we doing with basalt? There we go. Excellent. Cap that back off. Maybe we have to dig it back out later to get some more. Who knows? But that'll do for now. You know, we probably need to bring a saw up here with us. Not a saw, but a... I keep wanting to call it a table saw. Kind of looks like a table saw, but it's not a table saw. You know what it is. It's the stone cutter, which is a stone saw, I suppose, in a roundabout kind of way. Not even, in a more direct kind of way. I don't think we haven't gotten all of the black stone from here. Come hither, you! Shoot at me, I say! Fire yonder arrows! Ye suck! Be dead! Yeah, there's a lot left in here, too. See, so other creatures will spawn on this stuff. But what we're looking for, the wither skeletons, they'll only spawn, I think, based on what I've seen, on the nether bricks. So we're going to head back in, and we're going to grab another... Actually, you know what? We have a ton of them inside of here. We have like 16 of them. We're going to bring that back up there with us. And then in the meantime, we've got some blaze rods, some gold nuggets, some rotten flesh. This is all stuff that's going to go in the loot box here, right? Bunch of new arrows, bones, and coal... Good stuff. Good stuff all around. Head back out. I think right over here, we'll go ahead and toss down the stone cutter. Makes all the sense in the world to have that there, I guess. That doesn't sound super confident, does it? And then we're going to start work on expanding this out a bit to make it a big platform where hopefully things will spawn. One concern I have is going to be lava above us. If we keep digging like this. Now, we are currently fireproof, so it's not going to hurt us. It's just going to be a pain to deal with. We do need to keep an eye on fireproof, though. Make sure that we remain fireproof, you know? Don't want to lose that. Of course, as we make this big square bigger... Oh, you know what? We could just connect it up with that square there. Yeah, actually, we could just do that. That would make all the sense in the world. Well, what I was going to say is, as we kind of make the square bigger, we need to remove other places that things could potentially spawn. So... we will do that as well. Like, I don't want things spawning down there. We want to prevent that now. All of this is going to go... Uh-oh. That's a sudden drop off there, isn't it? And we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. Sure, we'll do that. And then I'm going to Now that we're out of fire resistance, I just realized. There we go. I was gonna say, just build over the lava. What's the worst that could happen? Painful death and the loss of a lot of really good items is what could potentially happen there if we're not careful. So we definitely want to be vigilant about falling into lava at this point. We know it won't kill us immediately, though. We know our armor is actually fairly decent at keeping us alive, even in the depths of lava, as we have swam in it multiple times now, and seen that we definitely don't die immediately. Okay, there we go. That's a big old square there. We do need to get rid of all these blocks now. All right, now you might think that we're going to run off down that hallway, and we are, but only because that looks like what we're here for. When we double back, we got to go back inside the facility. There's one spot I know of. It's a roof that we need to cap, because I'm sure that guys can still spawn up there, and we need to address that. But then we're going to start putting down some more of the polished black stone down here. And in fact, while we're down here, we'll go ahead and do it. Gosh darn it. Every single time you get your hopes up, you're hoping you're going to see a skull pop into your inventory. And when it doesn't happen, it is soul-crushingly depressing. I mean, that's an exaggeration. It's just a little bit disappointing. It's a wee tiny bit disappointing. Here's some more black stone if we need it. You can see I've already carved out a little bit there, but certainly have not gotten as much as there is to be offered. And we don't have to use blackstone. We could just as easily use buttons, you know, or just put down a bunch of torches until you get the light level really high, because that does work. But let's save what we've got. Oh, that guy just despawned right in front of us. How disappointing is that? That's always the worst. Okay, there's got to be something up here. If we want to prevent big slimes from spawning, by the way, I think we can do the same thing we do with spiders, and just put buttons kind of in the middle every some odd blocks. So that might be something to consider if we want to prevent the giant magma cubes from spawning up here and ruining all of our fun. But I know that there is an area back here that has not been completely capped off, because I just ran out of materials necessary to do so. And we saw something up here earlier. I believe it was a zombie pigman. In fact, I know that it was. Goodness me, I didn't bring enough still. Well, while we're up here, there's some blackstone. Depending on where you find it, it can generally be pretty quick to collect this stuff. So the primary reason we're using it is just because it's easy to get around here. Here we go. It's plentiful, it's abundant, and it looks good. You know what? We need to keep a slot open so we can actually see when one drops, pop into our inventory, and be exciting. We need to ask Grok how far away we have to be before mobs will spawn. Oh shoot, we probably need to go up there too. Alright, well first, let's seal this side of the passageway up. 2 stacks don't go that far. There we go. And, hey, looky there. Hi! Hello! Hello there! Hi, turn around, talk to me, hello, how are you doing? Great conversation. Not as extensive as I was hoping. Whoa! Ancient debris glows with the shaders on. I guess we've never seen that before. Okay, I think it's super rare to find ancient debris this high up, but that's a good time. Yep, I figured it would just be the one, but still, that's something. It's all been worth it. It hasn't. That's not what we're here for. But it's nice to have it. What? That shouldn't be possible. I made sure of it. I'm pretty sure I put slabs all over that thing. It's not going to be there by the time we get there, but we need to go investigate anyway. Because that shouldn't be possible. And now I'm confused. Yeah, he's gone now. Oh, shoot. You know what? I didn't. There we go. Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, we're not fireproof anymore either. I keep, you know what, not noticing that, and it's gonna be the death of me. It is going to be my ultimate undoing. One of these days. Goodness, that lights up, doesn't it? Alright. Hi! I guess there's no amount of light you can put on this thing that's gonna prevent them from spawning because of the requirement differences in the Nether. Now, they can't spawn up here. You can't tell me that's it. He must have just spawned on one of these blocks. I would love to be able to light this thing up to prevent more from spawning, because we don't need them. They're quite irritating. But something tells me that no amount of light we put on this is going to make any difference. There we've tried, though. We've really tried. Yep, no, makes no difference. So in that case, let's not leave a bunch of torches here. We will leave the one on top, just because it provides a nice little bit of ambiance. But on we go. We'll combine the nearly broken swords as we find them. I thought it would be funny to give my friends really good armor. Right? but then put cursive binding on it. So I was like, here's some really good armor, guys. Here's some really good armor. Just know that if you die, you will lose it forever. You know, you have to go build your own after that. But it's really good armor. You know, we could just use all the gold that we're getting from here. Because you might say gold's not really good armor. Dude, you enchanted enough, it sure is, right? Take all the enchantments that we have on our armor. Put that on gold. You tell me that's not good armor. I'm gonna say that's good armor. This is not what we want at all. You guys are not welcome here. You are not what we're looking for in this area. Please, go away. You're almost what I want. You're just about there. You're like 90% of what I want. At least we can now more or less safely stand right back here and ask Grok the important questions. How far away on a Nether Fortress does a player need to be for mobs to spawn? Here we go. Keep it brief. You have to say that, because Grok will talk your ear off. In Minecraft, mobs in the Nether Fortress start spawning when a player is within 16 blocks of the fortress bounding box. They stop spawning if the player moves more than 32 blocks away. Okay. 16 blocks. Things should be spawning in there. Things should absolutely be spawning. Unless Grok... Oh, there we go. Hi, guys. Yep, so far so good. Where are y'all going? Where are you wandering off to? There was another. Where'd he go? There was absolutely another one. I'm not imagining that, right? So what we might need to do is actually block some of these other passages off to prevent them from going too far. Because if they start wandering off down here and I gotta go track them down, that's gonna be really irritating. Okay, let's extend this thing, like we said we were going to. I wonder if we just used ladders to go up really high. Like above this thing or below this thing, and then we came back up. Or we do my train track idea. I'm thinking that verticals work better, though. Because that tends to be how things like the creeper spawner, right? You just get below it, and they start spawning like crazy. So maybe we just go down there. Or something? I don't know. Nether music sure is creepy. Right? Like, it's got its ambiance. There's no denying that. But boy, I mean, it's a creepy ambiance. Obviously, that's what you would want to go for here. It is supposed to be hellish. No one's ever heard hell described as a happy-go-lucky kind of place. So if I just stand back here for a while... Did that guy just come into existence and then cease to exist? No, there he is. Is it just him, though? Okay. No, this is... Oh, I'm once again not fireproof. There's a bunch of them out here. You know what? Maybe my idea to have the railroad is not so bad after all, right? Oh, heavens. Okay, no, this is fine. Everything is good. Maybe my idea for a railroad is not so bad. Because what we can do is we can get on the railroad, it'll take us away. After we defeat everything, it'll take us away, and then it'll bring us back. Guys, do you mind? Can we not, please? Please? You're the most irritating things here. We gotta do something about the slimes, and I'm thinking buttons every other block ought to do it. I don't even care about getting the drops from this guy. I just want him to go away. Let's try that again. So we just run down to the end of this hallway, right? Right here at about this crossroads. Have a steak, and then we go back. What's waiting for us, if anything? Well, there's our answer. If we didn't go far enough away, hold on. Run all the way to the end of the hallway. We'll go into this little room here. Technically, we're out of the fortress now, and then we go back. Come on now. Come on now. Are they on some kind of a tick timer or something that I'm not getting? Ugh. See, we should take our rail cart, and what we can do is we can have a button we press, and it takes us all the way to, maybe not all the way to the end of the hallway, but however far back we gotta be before things start spawning down there. And then it just hits another lit up track, which sends us bouncing backwards in the same direction. Or in the other direction. Back to where we started. And then we get out, we fight the guys, we get back in, we do it again. Real quick, what do we got in terms of buttons? Okay, we can make warped buttons and crimson buttons. So we don't have to leave the nether in order to get buttons if we want to. The magma, they take a while. I can go downstairs and get a bow and arrow and I can deal with these guys real quick. But dealing with the magmas is a real pain. Okay. Yeah, come on, big boy. You're what I'm actually looking for here. You didn't drop anything of worth or value to me, unfortunately. I'm pretty bummed. The heck with it. Let's just go get some. Let's go find some of that blue stuff. We've been to a blue forest. I don't know if we've been to a red one before. We got some options. There's one if we go back to the portal and straight ahead. That might be the most... Or we can just go that way and then hang a right. And we'll be in one, and also there's a whole other Nether Fortress over here that's not been explored, which is an optional thing that we could go do if we felt so inclined. And then I don't know what all this is over here, because it doesn't look like a Nether Fortress. That looks different in some kind of way. I don't know what that is. Alright, we'll be right back. Oh! Heavens above! You know exactly what happened. You know exactly what happened there. You know what I did. You know what I did. You know what I forgot. You know, gosh darn it, I've been worried that I would do that exact thing. That would happen, and that would be our undoing. I've been concerned about it this whole time, and I'll be gosh darned if I didn't just do it. Now, fortunately, we were both fireproof, and we managed to not land in lava. But instead, we're down here in what might be considered a much worse situation. We're surrounded by these stupid little demon creatures. I don't even know what's hitting me right now. Is it these guys? Leave me alone. Get me out of this place. This place is hell. Well, I mean, as established already. We knew that. That's not news to us. Goodness me. Oh, gosh. Calm down there, bud. Goodness gracious me. Okay, this is it. This is where we need to be. Yeah, this will take us back in. Yeah, here we go. Yep, perfect. Okay. Jeez, man. Jeez! The way that my heart just froze in my chest when I realized that I could not fly for some reason, and then it occurred to me what I had done. Words do not describe the pain and the suffering that I felt in that moment. Okay. Elytra on. How about now, relative to where we're trying to go? A little bit, probably just like right up there, right? Verify that we can fly before we just take off, you know? Start taking every precaution. It looks like it's right up here. Yeah, hold on. I think that's it right there. Ow. We'll go on foot. Take no risks. Is this it? No. What? Nowhere near. Nowhere near. And in fact, I don't even know if we can get there from here. How are you supposed to tell what's passable? This looks like it should be passable. Is this a solid wall here? This looks like a lava lake. Maybe we gotta go down there. Okay, yeah, we can fly. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. See, this bluish biome here is what we're looking for when it comes to finding one where most other things can't spawn. This is what I'm here for right here. Well, thank goodness we're still fireproof. Okay. For how much longer? 45 seconds. Could have been so much worse. What do I need to cut you down with? An axe? Guess what I didn't bring, everyone? Guess we're going to be punching a crimson stem. Fortunately, that works. I'm assuming each one of these will give us planks and then 4 buttons. We're going to need a lot more than what I'm getting right now. That's okay. You know what? Who cares? We've come. We're punching this thing down. It's fine. We need to come back to one of these forests in the future when we have nothing but free time and do an actual thorough exploration. Collect all the different samples, you know. Get some of... Did that say that this was mycelium? What is this? Crimson Nylium. Not to be confused with Mycelium. You know, we did get some weeping vines, which can be used for something, I'm sure. Can you climb them? Is that what you are? Oh, they actually just... You can punch them. They're punchable. Okay. And then this is going to become Crimson Planks, which is going to become Crimson Buttons. I don't know how many we'll need. Probably more than that. I don't know what to do with those up there. We probably don't have the correct necessary accoutrement to collect them, but that's okay. We're just going to cut this one down because it's short. Looks like we'll get this one down pretty quick. These are interesting. These are things that you normally find in like modded Minecraft. Is sort of biomes in the Nether, and I think it's interesting that Mojang decided that, nah, actually, we're just going to do it. We're going to send it. So that's a nether wart block. What? Nether wart block? Like a block of nether wart? Ew. Crimson fungus and crimson root. What do you do with these? We'll never know. We'll just never know. Can you break this with your bare hand? Is this... Oh, apparently not. You need to mine it. Do I need to bring this stuff back home with me to plant these if I wanted to plant... Actually, wait, how do I plant these? They didn't drop saplings. Unless that's what the fungus is. How do you... I don't have a hoe. I guess we'll just never know, how to collect these for right now. That's okay. Never is an exaggeration. Let's see if we can get out of here without dying. So we go back through here, through the Soul Sand Valley. And then back up and over to the fortress. Looky there. Just like that. I think confidence is key when you're flying around the Nether. Yes, you could go headlong into something and die immediately. A very regrettably painful death. That is true. But also, if you're just confident and you believe in yourself, that might not happen. That's the advice I can give you right now. Let's see what's waiting for us up here. Absolutely not a gosh darn thing. Okay, well, starting in this corner. Yeah, whatever. Make 44 buttons. Whatever. Probably like so. One there. One there. If we hit F8, actually, that gives us the exact grid. I don't have to, like, look at it or count it or think about it, which helps a lot. I can also see here that this torch is eating into potentially where things can spawn. Now, I think that this is geared for the overworld and just Nether rules are different, but we'll take its word for it. Yeah, we definitely did not get enough of these, which is a shame. I mean, we can just grab an axe and go back. Where's the light coming from in here? There's no torches near here. Is the light just filtering in too much from it? It doesn't matter. Okay. So about half of this now, those things can't spawn on. No more magma creams. I went for the crimson ones instead of the blue ones because they match the actual structure. You know, they don't stand out too much. We've done this before, though. Let's run to the end of this hallway. We're about to run out of these potions again. I'm gonna have to go make more of them. I mean, we're not that close to running out of them, but I think we are probably going to have to go make more of them. Maybe there's a secret to waiting. We've been here for an hour, by the way, in case you were curious. In case you were... I know I talk about the time of these videos sometimes a lot. I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just stating the fact. I want you to kind of understand what's going on here. Just nothing, huh? What if we don't look at it? What if we look at something else? What if we look at the screen for a while and then look back? Oh, those guys are going to start spawning upstairs there. That's always irritating. Come on now, game. It's so wishy-washy about whether or not it's going to permit things to spawn here and win. To the point that it's irritating. More than anything, waiting on things to spawn is going to be what takes so long. Oh, you know what? Something that I meant to talk about a while back is the fact that we never have locked in our difficulty. I think you would normally do that on this screen. But the server is set to hard. You probably noticed that just based on different things that occur in the game, damage we take, certain values and whatnot. But yeah, we did set the server itself to hard. So even though, there they go. So even though I never actually locked in hard mode on the game, you know, we kept talking about doing it, we never did it. It's effectively locked in now, because that's what the server is, and I can't change it unless I get up, shut down the server, change the settings. I wonder if there's a way to display what... Oh, actually, there probably is a command. Hold on. Minecraft command display server difficulty. Here we go. Yeah, the difficulty is hard. You're telling me. Alright? I have that pop up in my real life every day. Just a reminder. Just a reminder of what I've gotten myself into here. So we have 6, and then the one in our inventory makes 7 of these remaining. Not too bad, not too shabby. Bring our axe with us this time. Actually, you know, think in advance about our actions before we partake in them. Okay, let's get going. We're gonna go get what remains of the buttons that we need. Okay, I did not end up at the right place. Well, I kind of did. It's up above us. That's okay. We'll start here. Still don't have a hoe. Otherwise, I mean, I think there's probably one in there I could have gotten, and I just forgot again. Probably would have been a good idea. I really don't like the sounds that these things make. That's a deeply unpleasant sound when you break these. If you folks say it's worth it to come back here and hoe these, I'll come back and hoe them. I'm actually glad we ended up down here. This is, like, safe and quiet and peaceful in this little nook that we found. Oh, it's like rubber rubbing against itself. I don't like this. Oh. Yeah, we can get lost down here if we're not careful. Hey, here's an opportunity to test what I was talking about earlier. You can break one of these with Silk Touch, and then when you cook it up in the furnace, you'll get a full block, as opposed to if you break it right now with Fortune, it just drops a bunch of little nuggets. Oh, heavens, what are you? Oh boy, what are you? Hello? A hoglin, huh? Not friendly, I'll tell you that much. Definitely not friendly. Probably not using the best sword for this either. Disgusting. Did it drop raw pork chop? It's a shiny pork chop. I am lost. Oh, piglins. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. We're friendly. We're on good terms. I've got a golden helmet, so we're good. There's a bunch of them in here. I feel like there weren't earlier. A bunch of them. I really wish I had some... No. Listen, you look scary, man. I'm not sure if I trust you to not kill me in one hit, if I'm honest with you. Which is the only reason why I'm being so respectful of you. How did I end up down here, and how do I get back out? What is the way out? Pardon? Do any of you know the way out? Excuse me? Good sirs? Does anyone know how I got in here? Maybe they don't know either. Maybe they too ended up down here by mistake and don't know how to get out. You know what? I've got a pick. They don't. So I'm finding my way out no matter what. If I just keep going up at like a 45-degree angle, I was gonna say eventually we'll find lava. But also we're bound to find an exit. So we just turn slightly and keep going. There we go. There we go. Told ya. Oh, okay. We're just back here now, I think. I see a way out. Yeah. I mean, I'm a bit turned around, but I think this is the direction. That looks like the lava lake. Right? That's probably the soul forest, whatever it was that we found before. Yep. Perfect. Lovely. Nope. Oh dear. Got a little too fanciful with our flying there a couple times. Almost had a disaster. Currently not fireproof. Not paying attention. We're gonna put this back on, and we're gonna just have to remember that we cannot fly. We're gonna have to tell ourselves again and again and again that we cannot fly. And we just gotta remember it. Get out of here. It's the opposite of Dumbo, right? This can't be a matter of, like, we just gotta believe and flap our big elephant ears. We have to know that there is no flying. Hey, fellas! This is the nicest sight I've ever seen. Like, I know under some circumstances maybe not so much, but right now... Any skulls? Doesn't look like it. That's disappointing. Alright, well, you know what? Another 28 buttons. Ooh, that was not enough. We're gonna have to make more. I mean, we probably shouldn't have made that many, but that's fine. Like, 24 of them would have been enough. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. And now we just kind of wait for things to spawn, I guess? Oh, hey, fellas. I was clearing all of this away so that I could kind of stand further back and see things spawning all over, which looks like it's working now. Kill these guys first. They don't seem to care if you hit them with flaming arrows. It doesn't bother them any. Or rather, I should say it's not like it doesn't strengthen them, which is what I would have been concerned about. The fact that these are the kinds of guys who would really like to have flaming arrows shot at them. But no, it in fact does not seem to benefit them in any way. So then we take a step back here, and we wait a minute. I noticed that my inventory's full, so I'm gonna have to go back and drop some stuff off. How did that guy end up right there? Right back there. How did he spawn there? How did that happen? Really arbitrary when these guys decide to be upset together. Did it spawn, like, up here and then fall down? We definitely don't want that happening anymore. Oh ho ho! That was a beautiful thing to watch happen, I've got to tell you. Gosh, dang it, man. Whoa! You got me. You got me, man. I'll give you that. I wasn't paying attention again. Yay! That was a skull. Yes, let's go! 5 more are needed. So we just kind of stand here and we watch and we wait for the game to decide to give me a delicious treat. Sometimes we gotta walk a little closer. Sometimes we gotta back up a bit. Let's take a risk. Let's open the map and see if we can figure out where all of these slimes are jumping around us. Looks like they're off over here, or probably down below us, actually. Oh, look at our grid. That's what that looks like. If I look the other way for a minute. We can actually just watch the map and wait for things to spawn in on it, if we wanted to. Soul Sand Valley is where we want to build a proper one of these. If we want to find some ruins in one of those and sort of take advantage of them. That would be the trick. Is that a tunnel I just dug? Is that where I got lost at, possibly? Or is that further over here? Man, ain't nothing spawning now. Ain't nothing spawning now. That's the problem. It's not even, like, fighting these guys. It's just waiting on them to spawn is the irritating thing. It's not even difficult. It's just irritating. There they are. There they are. Alright. Don't know what the rules are. Sometimes they're here. Oh my gosh. I don't want a ghast here. Well, I mean, I do want a ghast tier. You know what I'm saying, though. That's the last thing we need spawning up here and ruining what we've got going on, thank you. Did it drop a tier? We can't jump down there. As I've just reminded myself, I do not... I was about to. I was about to just throw myself over the edge. I don't see a ghast tier. I just see some XP. We're not going down there. What do y'all think? Do we go get the railroad? Do we go get the train stuff? Choo-choo? I'm considering flying to a different fortress, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's what this is over here, with these, like, broken up bridges and things. That's what this looks like to me. And, you know, I don't know if that is what it is. It's hard to say. Oh, come on. That's absolutely what it is. Heck, that might even be connected to this one, if we dug through the mountain at some point. They might be shared. It might be one solid unit. I don't know. I'm very bored right now. I'm extremely just, like, nothing interesting is happening. There we go. All right, there we're burning through these. You can tell how much time is passing by just adding them together. But maybe we need to try that idea I had of going beneath all of this. I don't know if there's anything to that, but if we just head down a little bit... Oh, heavens. Well, you know, we can tank some fall damage. It's fine. It's not that far. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, jeez. Okay, hi, big guys. Don't mind me. Went down there, come back up, nothing. Good riddance. From down here, we could potentially monitor what's going on above us. Let's ask Grok again. Grok, why aren't mobs spawning in my Nether Fortress? Keep it brief. See what Grok has to say on the subject, shall we? M. Oh, mobs might not spawn in your Nether Fortress if you are too far, over 32 blocks, or too close, under 16. The area is too well lit, level above 7. The difficulty is set to peaceful, or spawnable spaces are blocked or insufficient. Okay, so we need to be less than 32, but more than 16. Well, I'm going to say that we're definitely more than 16. Let's say, how often do mobs spawn in Nether? Nope, not Bethesda. Why would you correct that? Nether Fortress. Mobs spawn every game tick, 1/20th of a second, as long as conditions are met. Player within 16 to 32 blocks, light level a 7 or below, and valid spawn space is available. However, the actual spawn rate depends on the mob cap, 70 hostile mobs per player in single player, and random chance, so it's not constant. Typically, you'll see mobs like blazes, wither skeletons, and other appear every few seconds, and if the area is optimized. So what have we gotten wrong here? It's not a light issue, because things do spawn here occasionally. Is it just that they're spawning in other places as well? Is the problem all of the slimes, or the magmas spawning below us? I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you what we do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There we are. Okay? Past this point, we're too close for things literally right there, right? Like, we don't want to go past this point. We can do this better, though, because I don't want to lose line of sight, so we'll just do that instead. So, obviously, everything past that, the end of this walkway, is still fair game. But as long as we're standing back here, so is everything as close as that walkway. So if things aren't spawning there, we have to ask ourselves, why are things not spawning there? I don't believe it's because we've hit the level cap with nothing but 70... Actually, are there 70 magmas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. There's at least 21 magmas. That can't be it, though. Losing my mind here, man. We had better rates before I did all this nonsense with all this black stone slab. Have we cooked it? Is this place cooked? Let's go get some blaze rods. Nope. Well... that was fun. You know, that was a good time. You don't think that is because they can divide, maybe a single magma counts as 4 entities, eh? Like, surely that's not the case. That would be ridiculous. The fact that the game would rather spawn ghasts here than it would wither skeletons is somewhat concerning to me. I won't lie. Alright, we're taking the rest of these. Okay? Hear me out here. We're taking the rest of them. And we're switching out to the elytra. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave here. Oh, now they've spawned! I must just, I don't get it. I don't, by the time we get back up there, they're all gonna be gone though, is the problem. We just must not be going far enough away. Maybe the railroad track is a good idea. Holy heavens above. They're not all gonna be there. Look, they've already decreased their number. No, they haven't. No, there's still plenty of them. Hold on, drink this. Let's not get carried away here. Let's not do anything, hasty. Okay, one at a time then, I guess, fellas. One at a time. They can't reach me. Oh my gosh, they can't get to me, I've just realized. They can't get to me because of the height. Oh, genius. I mean, it's not intentional, so I can't really claim genius on it, but it's convenient, to be sure. And then these guys, just pick them off. The reason we don't want to shoot these guys is because we do want to get them with fortune. Yeah, this is perfect. Just stand here and wait for them to die. They'll come right to me. Okay, but see, the problem is not that we can't kill them or that we needed a neat trick. The problem is now, like, how far away do I need to go? And is it a matter of changing Y level? Because that can't be right. That can't be real. Can it? Maybe we need to be further away than Grok thinks. So we ran down here, and then we were actually further away than right here. But if we just stand here for a minute, let's go all the way. Let's go all the way back into our safe room and act like we're about to leave. All right, I'm getting all of my supplies ready. I'm about to head out. I'm going on a grand adventure. I'm gonna be leaving here. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, pushing all the buttons, getting all the stuff ready. Cannot wait to go. Da-da-da. Can't wait to be moving on from here. No, I can't wait to be out of here. Well, I didn't do anything that time. I mean, yeah, these two guys are here now, but like, come on. Maybe time plays a role in it, but we weren't gone all that long. That's the weird thing. Let me get up and go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and nothing is spawned up there. What are the rules? They're abstract and arbitrary is what they are. There's no logic or reasoning to it. At least not that can be discerned by the average human being, or even one who is above average, such as myself. I am a knower of Minecraft things. I know many Minecraft things, and I can't explain to you what's happening here. I'm infuriated, though. This doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. We're leaving. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go, if we can, around to up here is the goal. We'll see what happens. Maybe we die. We got 2 minutes of fire resistance left, so if we eat lava, we ought to be alright. Hello, heavens. Nope! Yeah, here we go. Look at this over here. Whole new fortress. Never before touched by human feet. Except unless it was built by humans. And look what's waiting for us here. Look what is waiting for us right down there, my friends. Look at the absolutely beautiful sight of what is awaiting us. On top of this very odd designed fortress. What is going on up here? Was there not 3 of them? What is this area? Oh, this place is odd. This place is quite odd indeed. But where are they? Show me more. Don't just give me 3 and then leave me hanging. I don't even care about the loot here. We're not gonna raid the place. This is for my friends. I don't need random bits of gold and iron. This is all about finding the wither skulls. Keep in mind, we've only gotten 1. Okay? In 2 hours? At these rates? It's gonna take to get the 6 we need 12 hours. That's unsustainable. We've got to find more. That's it. There's the 3 of them up top. And that's it. There's no more here. What is this? Is this a curse? Is this a punishment? Have I done something? This place is abandoned. There's just nothing in here. There's no living creatures. What? Those piglins? Those aren't even zombie piglins, those are just normal piglins. This place sucks as well. Oh, jeez. Is that one up there? That looks like it could be one. But where is that? Is that further in? Is that in this direction? Looks like it's at the end of one of these hallways. Aha! You have no idea how happy I am to see you. Not in like a, oh, we're gonna be best friends kind of way. But he's the only one! There's another one to the north here, if we can get to it. But it's really far away from where we currently are. And probably a really risky flight. At this point, I mean, now we know. The rates are just bad everywhere, right? The rates are just bad everywhere. Because there's just not another one here. We might as well go back to where we were. At least once in a blue moon, it gave us what we wanted, you know? So we might as well go back. And what I hope is the correct way. Yeah, it is. How do I actually get back there? Well, we always end up like, ow, right here, which is fine. If I head up there right now, is there anything waiting for me? Should we just spoil it? Should we just look at the map, or should we go around the corner and face disappointment? Okay, but do I need to use up a rocket flying away and then flying back? Is that how you do this? Is that the secret? Is that all I gotta do? Thank heavens. We're now at a rate of 1 per hour. A massive improvement, I realize. Hello. Okay. 4 more to go. That's it. 4 more to go. We're going to walk backwards all the way to the end of this hallway. Normal pace, no running. Nice, calm walk backwards. And then we're going to walk back forwards again. Nice, calm pace. Just walk forward. We're going to see what, if anything, happens. And if there's more of them, we're going back to the overworld. We're raiding our iron chests. And we're building the railroad. Alright? We're doing it. It's happening. Nope, here we are. This is all the way back. And now all the way forward. But why not? You know? But why not? Alright, new plan. We're going to fly away. Beautiful, lovely, love the Nether. Just keep gliding. They're gonna fly back. That was funny. That worked. So we just have to go further away? I mean, that was a risky maneuver there. I don't really necessarily want to do that exact thing again. I'm going to keep the skull down there so I can see when another one pops up. But maybe if we just... You know, because I do like my idea of the, there we go. I like my idea of the train track. Maybe we do just have to go further away. But sometimes you don't! Sometimes they just respawn immediately! Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Look at all that down there. Look at all of that down there. Isn't that a sight to behold? Do you think it comes down to just, like, leaving the actual facility? Do you think that's what we have to do? Also, I'm just building out here for the fun of it. Just wanted to see what lay beyond. Now that we've actually left the facility, what do you think the odds are that more have spawned? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, they spawn in now. Maybe we have to leave the facility. Maybe we have to get outside of the spawn radius of this place. And then come back. Maybe it's not 32 blocks away from... the blocks we're trying to get them to spawn on, but rather it's 32 blocks away from the entire fortress. How do we like that as a theory at this point, as desperation is setting in? How do we like that as a theory? There's another skull. Drop that right now, sir! Unbelievable behavior. We've got 3 now. If that were the case, we wouldn't need to go all the way to the end of that hallway. We could just go take a step down here, because the fortress ends literally right here. We don't even need to go much further in this direction to be, I mean, 16 blocks away from the fortress. If that's where the fortress ends, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we need to go 15, 16, I think that might be 16. Oh my god, wait a minute, hold on. Hold on, have we cracked something here? Hold on, wait a minute. Now granted, this is not what we want here, this guy. Oh gosh darn it, we're not fireproof anymore. Keeps happening. But that got things to spawn. Things did spawn. I think we're going crazy is what's happening here. I don't think this has anything to do with it. If I turn around and they're back, or they respawn when we start to get closer, let's go back. Let's go a few more blocks. It was between 16 and 32, right? This should be about 20 here. I think I went 16 or 17, right? No, see, I think I am crazy, because that time it didn't do anything. But if we go all the way to the end of this hall, right, and we go stand out here for a second, and then we go back, right? It's just random. It's just random. There's no rules, there's no logic, there's no reasoning. There's no prediction. It's all just random. There's no way to know. There's just no way to know. Oh, well, okay. Now, how come sometimes all of you rally together for your causes, and other times you don't? I think I might just want things to happen too soon. I think that's the issue. I think I just want it to happen too soon. And what I should do instead is just go back here, stand behind this point, look straight ahead. I'm gonna go get my Switch. We haven't done this in a long time. I'm gonna go play some more Mario vs. Donkey Kong. Yeah, there we go. Got my Switch. The only reason I never finished it was because I got distracted with other things. Oh! It's just time. It's just time. We can stand right there. We don't have to leave and go far away. Just have to stand around long enough and eventually they'll respawn. Okay, inconvenient because we're down to our last of these, I'm pretty sure. But that's fine. I can do that. We just go back here and we wait. Simple enough. Okay, not every spawn is going to be a winner. Sometimes it's going to be one of these guys. That's all right. Hello, gentlemen. Right this way, please. Come along. I won't even hide. I'll face you head on this time around. Normally I fall back to the safety of my little hallway, but, disappointment. It's haunted all my dreams. I'm no longer fireproof. I've only got one fire resistance potion left, and I'm trying to not use it if I can avoid it. No. Alright. No. No. This is enough time has passed that I've realized that this cannot be right. It cannot be right. It's taking too long. Things don't take that long to spawn. You've seen the creeper contraption we've got. They're popping out constantly. It's not just a matter of distance and time. It's not that simple. Like 16 blocks away and then they start spawning. No. No, no, no. There's got to be more to it than that. I don't know what, but there's got to be more to it than that. We've got 3 of them, and I'm taking the 3 of them home. And then we're going to come back here, and we're going to do something different. Man, I'm getting good at that. Such smooth maneuvers. We need more fireproof potion anyway. I did not bring but 3 of the bottles. That's fine. If I had any snap about myself... Well, oh my gosh, the frame rate is a potato right now. If I had snap about myself, I would have been storing the bottles inside of the ender chest. Would have made more sense. Mix up another batch. Store the 3 of these away in here for safekeeping. Tomorrow we will put my full plan into motion. But today, I've been at this for too long already. So, I'll see you folks then. Until such a time, God bless all of you, and goodbye.